Hey traders, just another quick video here. I'm just answering another student question. This question is, I would like to know if there is a way I can ask PineScript to draw support and resistance lines for whenever a condition that I create is true. Yes, this is possible. It's quite, well, not necessarily easy, but simple to do. So for example, he wants to plot the support and resistance line on the high and low of candles only when the RSI value is under 30. Also, the value of the support and resistance line will be updated for each new high and low as long as the RSI is under 30. So I have a script here that does that. Now, it isn't clear whether the student wants the line to only draw when the RSI is oversold, but this script is updating swing highs and lows when the RSI goes oversold. So let me throw the RSI on really quickly. I'll get rid of that moving average. MA gone. So whenever the RSI goes oversold, our script is updating the highs and lows based on the past 50 bars. So just a really quick, easy example here. So what I've done is I'm getting user input so you can adjust the oversold level if you want to. And I have a Boolean input here that is called only show while oversold. So this is just to demonstrate the two different ways we can achieve this. So if I turn this option on, the script will only show the support and resistance lines while the RSI remains oversold. If that's not what you want and you want the script to keep drawing these lines until a new one is made, a new oversold level is hit, then we click OK. And this is now updating the low whenever the RSI goes oversold. So let's find a place where the RSI goes oversold for quite a while. Here's a good example. The RSI remains oversold for quite a while. Every time a new low is made, the script updates its support zone. So the way I achieve this in the script is first we get the RSI value, then we check if the RSI is oversold. Then we need to get the highest high and lowest low on every bar in our chart over the past 50 bars. That's our green and red lines. But now this is where we tell PineScript only to draw these lines and update them when the RSI is oversold. So first I create two persistent variables, the draw high price and draw low price. This is the price that actually gets drawn onto the chart. And what I do here is I check if the RSI is oversold, then update our draw high and draw low price to our highest high and lowest low over the past 50 bars. Otherwise, if the RSI is not oversold, but we have if only show while oversold turned on. So if this is turned on, then we override our lines with NA. So when the RSI is not oversold, we draw NA, we plot NA onto the chart, and that draws nothing. But I imagine the student wants these lines to draw even when the RSI is not oversold, but only update while the RSI is oversold, which is what this version of the script does. So if that's all you want, you can get rid of this code here and get rid of this user input, and that will do what the script is currently doing. Now I have one extra check here that checks if the current draw price, our line, is not equal to the previous draw price, then we draw NA. Otherwise, if they are equal, that means we're drawing a solid line like this and the line has not updated on the current bar. This is completely optional. You can get rid of all of this code and you can simply draw our saved high and saved low. I'll plot those values like this. And if I save my script, it works just fine. But notice that it looks a little weird. So it's joining the lines whenever a new line updates. And you end up with these like giant like connecting lines that I don't really like the look of. It just makes the chart look ugly. So what I did was I just added these two checks here. Let me undo all of my changes actually. So all I've done is I've added this check here, which draws NA whenever the line updates. So that gives us a gap. So when the line updates, on the bar that the line updates, these two plot functions will draw NA, and that breaks the line, and we don't get this connecting line happening. So on this bar where these values update, the plot functions draw NA, and what we end up with is two lines that stop here, a gap on one bar, and then the lines begin drawing again. So if I save my code, we get the same two lines here, but you can see they're not joining, and it just looks a bit cleaner. Anyway, that's it. It's a pretty simple script. There's probably other ways you could go about doing this with less code. But I think this is a more elegant way of going about this sort of requirement, drawing values on your chart when a condition is met. This is how I would personally go about it. So yeah, just a simple script here, simple lesson. Hope you found it interesting, and I'll speak with you in the next lesson. Take care.